Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. This is an HBAR update. I want to go over the daily real quick and also an alternative that could be happening. First of all, I have this as either 3 waves up and a expanded flat or 5 waves up and a complex correction, filling out in a ending diagonal here to finish up. Now, if this is a expanded flat, our targets are between the 2 and the 2.236 of this wave 1, and you can see that in red over here. Now if we did come to the 2.236, you can see for our third right here on the larger view that we came right between the 618 and the 764 there, which is right where we'd expect, and we'd expect our fifth wave to come to the 200 or the 2.236. The 2.236 actually lines up with the 786 extension of this entire move, but that's all the way down at 2.21 cents, as you can see. But if this ends up being an ending diagonal, that lines up more around the 3-cent mark, just basically almost a double bottom. So paying attention how that pans out. Now, one thing that has me a little bit concerned, and we'll have to pay attention once we get down to this area here, is this would be our entire fourth wave, which seems a little bit short for what we would expect a fourth wave to be. So one thing you have to keep in mind is this could all still be part of a fourth wave, and it'll become very important in this area where we double bottom this area, because this could all be an A. We get a complex series of correction here as a WXY down to this area, and then we make a C wave up to create a flat here for our fourth before further downside. So just something to consider, and this fourth wave would just move over here. So keeping that in mind, and we'll be paying very close attention once we do come down to this area, what type of reaction we get here. Is it fast and quick like this, in which case you might want to hop on the long, or is it choppy and sideways like we'd expect a fourth wave ending diagonal to be before getting our downside? So going to be paying very close attention down in that area. But currently on the micros, very complex correction. I have this as a WXY so far, two ABCs back to back. I did have several longs in this area, and it just keep dragging out. It's one of the lowest volatility coins the last little bit. Especially in this area. If you remember my past videos, just nothing was working out as expected. So I'm currently sidelined in this, and I'm waiting. No good entries available at all at the moment. But what I'm considering is we still need this correction to get bigger. If this is the bottom of our W wave for our XY and our third of the ending diagonal here, we're expecting this move to come down for a WXY. Throw that wave up. So looking for this short setup. The question is, when do we get it, right? Because currently we have this move up as the correction for this entire wave, similar to that last fourth wave I showed you. And this is clearly very complex. The way I have this is a double zigzag here for a W wave, and this would have to be a zigzag here, probably a flat here, and a double zigzag here, ABC, ABC. So close to potentially a bottom, but again, this can just expand out because this could all be a flat here, since we only got 3 waves in the middle, and we come down for another low and make a expanded X wave here or B wave. And how I get that is you just pull your fibs from our first wave up, which is either a W or an A wave, and you put it on the 1.236 and the 382, and that's the most probable area to get an expanded B wave. And if we come down here and this is just a flat, again, I have no bias of which way we're moving at the moment because there's so much available in this complex correction. If we get that, I'd expect this to be a flat pattern, not make new highs, and then make our low. So I will be interested in shorting HBAR at that point once we get that. But until we get more clarity of what's happening here, I'm not interested in a long or a short. Alternatively, we have made a new low, so this could just take off here. You can see it's making a similar pattern to the low over here, but I'm still not interested in the long. I still don't see a 5-wave move yet. I'd want to give it a little more time, even down at the 15-minute level. Wait for a clean 5, and then I might be interested in a long with a stop at this low, but just to make this a flat pattern. That's all I'm targeting. The 1-to-1 extension of this off this, if the low is in. Again, I know you want as much clarity as you can get on the market, but currently completely neutral. Anything can happen here. Again, this could be the low, and we target the 1-to-1 around 5.5 cents here before opening a short to the downside. But again, looking at this, this could all be a flat, and this just collapses for one more low, at which point I'd look for an impulse off the low, and then again I might be interested in playing the flat. But until we get some clarity here, at least an impulse, I'm not interested in the long. Now, I do think this is most likely going to make a flat pattern, and I will be very interested in a short up around this area. But until we get that clarity, not interested in anything right now. So I'll probably go over to BitGet because the waves are a little more clear. On Binance, there's a lot of chop down on the micro level. But currently waiting for this leg up, and then I will be opening the short. So that's it for HBAR, guys. I wish I had a little more clear view for you, but until we get at least an impulse on the 15-minute level, I'm not interested in a long. Until we get up to this area, whether it's from now or one more low and come up, I'm not interested in a short. So neutral at the moment. I will do updates for you as soon as we get something clear. Like if this does turn into an impulse on the micro level, I will post a video about that. So make sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching.